I was going through a very rough time mentally and emotionally. I had just lost the best job I ever had when the economy collapsed several years back, and my girlfriend had just left me for another guy. I was a mess. So my only brother invited me to come and live with him for a little while out in California until I got back on my feet. He had a great job and talked to his boss about hiring me once I got out there. Cool. A new place, a new job, hanging out with my bro. Sounds great. Well, my brother had a girlfriend at that time, who I never liked, and fortunately he's no longer with her, who he lived with. Okay, this is going to be a bit challenging, but I'll deal. So I pack up my stuff and drive across the country, excited to start my new life. Once I get there, my brother tells me that his boss has to hold off on hiring me due to budget cuts, but will bring me aboard as soon as possible. Okay, a little glitch. No worries. My brother's girlfriend spends most of her time in the bedroom because she's antisocial and is just a drag to be around. I mean, she really wasn't very pleasant. And I went out of my way to try to be nice to her, since it was her home too. I make a couple of friends while I'm out there and Easter rolls around. I ask my bro if I can invite a buddy over to join us for dinner since he has no family out here. Sure, he says. No problem. Well, his girlfriend loses her shit and throws out all the food we had all purchased for the dinner. Wow. Okay. Easter dinner is ruined because now my brother and his girlfriend aren't talking. She disappears into the bedroom, per usual, and I take off with my buddy and we go to KFC. Yeah, happy Easter. My brother isn't nowhere to be found. I come home later, he comes home later, no words exchanged. Days go by and everything's incredibly awkward. Well, his girlfriend decides that she doesn't want me around anymore, so my brother says to me, "Hey, I need you to move out." I'm stunned. To top it off, it was my birthday. So here I am with no income after living there for a few months. I did find some part-time employment, but my brother's boss kept telling me any day he's going to hire me even though he never did. So yeah, that sucked. I tell my brother, I've got nowhere to go. I don't have enough money saved yet. Yeah, sorry, bro. She doesn't want you here anymore, so you need to leave. Of course, the girlfriend, the evildoer, is in the bedroom and won't talk to me at all, which is pretty much how she was towards everyone. And it wasn't just me. So here I am, with only my car and no money to my name, nowhere to go, and no idea what the F I'm gonna do. I can't believe my only brother would throw me out for no reason. It's my birthday and I'm all alone. I spent the first night in my car in my brother's apartment parking lot. In the morning I knock on his door, after I know his girlfriend is gone, and ask him why he's throwing me out. He has no reason other than being controlled by his girlfriend. I start crying. Yeah, I know. Telling him I've got nowhere to go. He tells me that he can help me out with a few $100 so I can at least have some gas money. I accept it because I had no other choice at that moment. I get back into my car, filled with the greatest sense of betrayal that I've ever felt in my life. I drive across the country back to my home state where I stayed with friends for a while, and were trying to get past what happened. It damaged me. I fell into a deep depression, started drinking, which I'd never done before, which of course exacerbated the depression, and tried to move on with my life. Within a month I got a great job, but again, due to the failing economy, was let go with a few other new staff. My depression worsened. My roommate couldn't handle my emotional messed up state, and kicked me out on Thanksgiving Day. Before I left the house, I went into the bathroom, found the antidepressants, which were not working since I was consuming alcohol, and then swallowed the entire bottle with a swig of beer. I was done. The next thing I remember, I woke up in a hospital where I physically recovered and then ended up in a psych hospital for a few days, where I had a roommate who would genuflect at every vehicle that passed by outside. It was quite the experience, to say the least, to be locked up with several other people who were suffering with their own personal demons. I was placed on a heavy-duty antidepressant which effed of my head and my ability to think clearly, but still, I was released. And the roommate who kicked me out was there to pick me up. It was awkward, to say the least. I tried my best to pick up my life in all its shattered pieces. I lost some friends after my suicide attempt, and some of my family no longer interacts much with me. My brother? He finally apologized, and even better, for him, finally broke up with his girlfriend, much to everyone's relief. My life is quieter and simpler now. I can honestly say that I don't think I've fully recovered from being betrayed by my brother, but I have forgiven him. He's single and happier now, has multiple dogs, for which I am grateful. Life goes on, and I do the best I can. The lesson learned: never rely on anyone else to take care of you, ever.